There's a letter and package from
There you
Baden.
are.
Yeah!
Well then.
I think we're obviously going to just spend it with Yufa. It is reassuring that we're getting there.
Alright then.
I don't think there's anything we need to do.
It's all right.
Don't worry, the tides will change. Remember how the other day we met that one Sanctor? Hyperic, I think his name was? I'd like to talk to him some more.
I'm quite grateful.
I came to the front of a tavern. Having heard that Hyperic was lingering there.
Well, now,
Sanctor Hyperic? What are you doing at a tavern? I came to pick up Ovi. She helps out here from time to time. They told me lots of nice things today. For the first time ever, they said I dance really good in front of the customers. You know how to dance, Ovi? I do too. My mother taught me a ceremonial dance. Can you teach it to me someday? Of course. How about a preview?
Well then.
You mean right here? I don't want to draw too much attention to myself. I might bother some people. I'll practice a bunch and show them to Mama. You may, as long as your prayers are never neglected.
And so now...
Now then, this visit indicates you'd like to learn more about Sanctism, yes? How much do you know about our noble faith, might I ask? I don't know anything, really. I don't really know anything about it. Now let's begin with the core of our beliefs. In Sanctism, we receive divine teachings from God. We follow the will of the Almighty God and offer Him our prayers. With a selfless heart, that is.
I see.
A selfless heart. The ideal sounds quite different from the dragon there. That idea sounds quite different from the dragon god faith. We aspire to take the hands of our God into our own comfort, into our own to comfort difficulties, and yet fight besides them with our own strength, such are our teachings. I see. Well, that is an interesting belief. What of those who haven't the strength to fight? The children, the elderly, or infirm? The anxiety which plagues the world is through no fault of our own, and so we pray to escape these hardships and injustices. Oh, it's time to go visit Mama. Mr. Hyperic? Yufa? Can we do this talk at the church?
Well...
Pardon me, Sanctor Hyperic? But what kind of illness is Ovi's mother afflicted with? The concern touches my heart. You're a kind person, Miss Yufa. I lost both my parents when I was around Ovi's age. Ifrit, you and Gwen going to convert?
Indeed.
Oh, I think you mean convert. If you ever wish to do so, we would gladly accept you into our faith, unless you find our prayers meaningless. No, that's not what We'll decide for ourselves. We can decide our own faith. Nothing is for certain anyway. I see, that is unfortunate to hear. Then I hope this won't be the end of our discussions. We all live in anxiety in our hearts, and it is through Sanctism that we can find salvation. I simply want you to keep that in mind.
Oh.
What was that? Nothing more than a breeze. Now then, I hate to cut this short, but I'm needed elsewhere. Oh, alright. Thank you very much for your time.
See you later.
Teach me how to dance next time, okay?
No.
That was unexpected. Converting was never so much a thought I had. Your beliefs are your own.
Sure.
Everyone should believe what they wish to believe.
Indeed.
You're right about that. In fact, since I'm no longer a sacrificial priestess, the choice is mine for the first time. I don't think Ifrit was wrong when he said we all have spiritual anxiety. We yearn for something we can depend on, and for some, that's sanctism. I feel like I better understand sanctism now that I've experienced it myself. And I couldn't have done that without you. You gave me the courage to expose myself to new, unfamiliar things. So now, I want to see and learn more about your world, about the world. But I also want to be by your side, Gwen. Nod. Excuse me.
I see it is my turn to test my mettle.
Good. More slots, always useful. I'm not sure that's the wind. And there's that smell again. Sorry, my head is suddenly hurting. Let's come back to investigate later. There's something about this place that makes me feel so ill at ease. Oh, we can't! No! I guess it is story locked. I'll talk, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the same messages with Baden.
Ah, just you.
Your face is a sight for sore eyes. My preparation for a new facility are on schedule. Permitting that we continue to avoid the praying eyes of the church, they would disguise as inspections. As it stands though, we aren't quite ready to take in any wayward souls. You're welcome to check again later. Yeah, so basically
Hey.
we can't do anything until we've made more progress with the story. But that means we've essentially hit the cap.
Here.
Get this appraised. Ooh. Mage Inferno. Omniscience? Omniscience? And we can only buy one of them. Stored power. Omniscience? I want Omniscience. I'm guessing it's just like the this game's version of Megidolon.
Wonder if I could have been
All right,
one of Lewis's minions myself.
Well, yes, I would like to. What was your deal? We want to make sure this gets leveled up before the next round of quests show up, because more money. Ooh. I do think we'll do Nearest today, though. There's so many choices. I realise that we're here. We might as well.
This is... Got it. Got it. Oh-ho.
And Nearest the junk we picked up during our travels.
Oh.
Oh. Becomes suddenly night.
Hey.
Why, hello there, my dear little guest. Such a pleasure to meet you. He's baby talking to relics. It never ceases to amaze me, no matter how much I study them. These relics use a power that interferes directly with the fundamental elements of matter. Ah, I see. So if we harness the colossal heat generated at that point,
My God,
I hear it by my sainted aunt, I hear it, the whispers of an ancient civilization, the secrets murmur in hushed reserve. Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you.
No worries. Well, strike me down. There are all kinds of relics out there, enough to give me a thunderclap of inspiration even when I'm at a low point. You feeling low?
Well...
When I'm deep in my research, sometimes this anxiety just overcomes me, is all. I started wondering if these happy days of mine might suddenly disappear.
That's...
You remember I told you about my failed flight test back in my more respectable days, back when I was still just a young man? I set out to prove my own flight theory. I botched it spectacularly. Once I healed from my ensuing crash, I was demoted. They chose to adopt another flight plan. And worst of all, the people I thought friends and supporters quickly took their leave of me one by one. Seeing my colleagues change their tune as easily as a coin flips made me realize just how frightening people are. What I fear most, though, is the coward I've become.
You're right.
After you've been burned, instead of choosing the path of exaltation and the unknown, you tend to favor the path that's safe and secure and less risky. That's just growth.
It'll be fine.
But learning to think in new ways is just personal growth, isn't it?
Yes.
Exactly. I say staying safe should be a priority, but don't worry. We've come forward so far together. We won't abandon you just for taking a few steps back. Bah! I've grown too timid. Goes to show, can't let old age sour your outlook, eh? Thank you both. And I do love you.
Oh, come on.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, right, Gwen? And she's gone.
Thanks.
I'm grateful for the encouragement. Where is she gone, though? We don't have our bag on us. She's just holding on to the belt on the back. I'm grateful for the encouragement, and I feel like I know what it really means to be strong when I'm with you lot. I wish I could have met you lot sooner. Maybe my life would have been more...
I'll do it.
No, perhaps it's better to think of this time Gallivanting around with you all is my second lease of life. I'll make up for all of that wasted youth in no time flat.
Ah, for the blessings of youth.
Yeah, more explosions.
The truth is,
Truth be told, the relics are really starting to come together. Thanks to you, I get a strong sense that this gadgetry could generate untold levels of power. Something the size of my palm, enough to power 1,000 Gauntlet Runner engines. Even more, I dare say. Once this is complete, not even the stars will feel like such a faraway dream. Though that hinges on you finding all these relics. Well, with that settled, I'm counting on you to bring a new relic for a new flash of inspiration. It's almost like a drug for him, isn't it?
now then.
Now that I'm fighting fit again, it's time to... it's time for some maintenance. Yes! Maintenance. You'll be lending a hand, of course. And that's why she ran away.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Hmm?
Mister.
Mister will be so surprised. It's exactly how I want to see it. Get another 8 rank. I really would like to get Moors done.
Well now, what are we on about?
Hey. Let's.
Oh, we're so close.
Now.
Another 700 would do it. And then that's Moors done. Ultimate energy ray. Severe physical. Strike 1 damage. Enemy inflicts 1 time arena strike damage. I'm trying to think, what would be the... Oh, martial artist. I remember now. Right, we're still working on sniper. And it's more expensive anyway, so that's not a way around it. We did just need the 1, right? Yeah.
What now? Alright then.
I don't think there'll be more notes. No, typically there'll be once we get to New City. But I'll check. Rock beans!
Got it.
Rock beans means MP. It's not much, but still.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm assuming all these The way it says I already found all the relics in this location just makes me think there's more. But doesn't seem to be the case.
Alright then.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to just spend time with Maria. What is the rest of yours, by the way? Increase the number of plants that can be harvested. I mean, neat, but the fact that they still take a day. Maybe later on it'll be of use when we have our stats maxed. Because that's something we need to consider. What are we going to do? Like, which stat are we going to focus on next? Maybe we just go try and keep them balanced until we find a stat load block.
Mister.
Because right now we're good with anything.
Mister.
You're back. Welcome back. Are you hungry? Miss Fabian cooked some food. I sure am.
Oh, yay.
We can all eat together today. It's a party. It's voice acted, right?
Eat up, you two. Smells good, doesn't it? Hope you like it. This dish has some complexity to it.
There's more than enough for everyone. I was thinking maybe it would be good if I gave some of Miss Fabian's food to hungry people. Everyone's scared of people they don't understand or don't know. That's why they were mean to me too. So maybe if we get everyone to eat lots of good food together, they'll talk to each other and get along.
Food does help.
I'd like to help too. What can I do?
Oh, thank you. Can you serve the food?
Now hold on. Let's not be hasty about inviting those sorts in, What if they make a habit of skulking around here? Well, take a look yourself before you start clutching your pearls. Not a single one has even taken a plate, as you can plainly see.
I need to warn you, Mom. Even if you demand compensation later, I've naught to give you.
And I'm telling you, I don't need any. Maria and I just don't want you dying of hunger. After all, we're neighbors, and I won't ignore any of you any longer. Truth be told, I turned a blind eye to your plight. But Maria saw it plain, and my eyes were opened. And I realized that it isn't right. It's not all right at all. So, go ahead and eat your fill. You've my word. There are no tricks here. I've a portion for you as well. Surely you've heard whispers about the honeybees fair now, haven't you?
Maria's idea proved to be a huge success. A large crowd formed and we served plenty of food.
Is it true that you ran your own business?
Yes, Mom. At one point, I owned a factory and had several hired hands in my employ. But then, I was swindled by a moneylender. I'd like to work my way up again. Or even earn just enough to put a roof over my head. But once you've lost your footing, it's hard to stand back up on your own.
Hey, perhaps you could find a place that will put him to work. I've heard you're well connected around these parts. I'll consider it.
Oh, he's here.
And all the food's gone.
You should try Miss Fabian's cooking. It's really good.
Why?
Because eating yummy food makes everyone happy. And when my friends are happy, I'm happy too.
We're friends. But you're normal, and I'm not.
I've been thinking about a whole lot of things lately. And we did this today because I met you. Talking to people makes things better. It makes it so even things that were sad feel a little brighter. It's like a light in the dark all of a sudden. Or actually, it's more like you see it was never dark to begin with.
She's
I want
developing
everyone to know that.
dark side.
I'm Maria. What's your name?
It's... Apis. I couldn't even remember my own name.
Nice to meet you, Apis. So, do you think anything around here has changed? Maybe for the better?
Maybe we should give him food first.
I'm not sure, but... it does feel a little different, yeah.
Do you want to come eat with us?
Enjoy the heartwarming meal with Maria and Apis.
Everyone looks so happy. Miss Fabian said she wanted to try doing that again. She even wants to get some of the townspeople to help out too.
That's great.
That's great. I'm glad everything worked out.
Yep. Talking to people really does change things. Me and Apis are friends now too. We're going to go play with Harundo and the others too next time.
It sounds like you're making plenty of friends.
Yep. It's a lot of fun. You know, all of these good things happen because of you, mister. You gave me those pictures of your journey, remember? When I look at these pictures, I imagine your voice in my head saying, just do your best.
10 out of 10 impression. And just nod.
I like it when you're here, and sometimes I'm still lonely when you're not around, but I'm not going to ask you not to go.
Is that because you have a home now?
I used to want to run away from Grand Trad so badly. I didn't feel at home here. So I thought there was someplace else I should go to. I wanted Miss Fabian to like me so much. But the more important thing really was if I liked Miss Fabian. When I realized that, I learned that I can pick where my home is. I can choose where I belong. And right now, I've picked this place. This is my home. I'll wait here with Miss Fabian, so...
I'm standing up so I can leave.
I can't die, okay? So please come back.
I'll make this country kind.
Instead of pictures, when I return, I'll bring you back a kind, caring country.
When that happens, will this be a place where people only cry when they're happy? I want to help you too. I wish everyone could smile and laugh all the time.
Nod. I can sense Maria's profound kindness and her unwavering trust in me. Unlimited power.
Pure-hearted maiden, Maria, keeper and heritor of the healer's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I want to be with Mr. forever.
I can't help feel like Moore's last quest would be get the last level of Seeker. Like max that out, maybe? Because you can't get it until level 7, but who knows? We'll see once we get out of this.
If you don't come back on your own, I'll find you and bring you back. I still dream about going on a journey one day, to all sorts of faraway places. I'll even go to where Papa never went to. I'll see those places for him, and then it'll be my turn to tell you all about my journey.
Nod.
Do the two of you have a moment? Lend me a hand with the inn, will you?
Okay, coming.
Maria's smile never faded as we helped Fabia with tasks around the inn. Thanks to the strong bonds of trust that has developed between Maria and I, and the people of Sunshade Row in Grand Trad now all support me. Yeah, we're not going to go past 9. 2,000? I only needed 700.
In that case...
Oh. Maybe it's, as I said, it needs to be while we're traveling. Sometime soon, perhaps, even while we're voyaging. Why don't we share a leisurely drink out in the with the wind? Okay.
All right.
That's good to know. I think we will do Alonso next, and then like back and forth between him and Juna.
What now?
First things first, Hulkenberg. Dark Knight.
Fascinating. This right here.
The heroic embodiment of that of the elite protector, a shield occupied by a shadow of the lance that turns upon its foes to mortal harm. To do mortal harm.
Right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted? Whatever. If you are prepared to remain the pinnacle and pursue the path of the protector, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the night.
I see.
Power of the dark night, most interesting. Upon the dark road I tread, using power to defend. I shall protect what matters, what must be until the most final of moments. To that end, no trial is too great.
A new means of protection.
Yes. Oh, did I hit no? I did hit no. Skill inheritance. It's not much, but we might as well make it. Where's counter? Because that's funny. I do like shield arts. Because you're not going to get... thingy. What else do we want? We don't have much magic. Ooh. You know what? We'll throw this. Because it's also strength based. Berserker. Interesting. I was thinking that something like a Berserk could be interesting in terms of... Oh yeah, it's Soul Hacker. Sorry. For the last one.
Now, where was it?
Would you look at this? Now why do that?
I'm astonished you managed to study so many archetypes. Are you some sort of prodigy? At the very least, you surely want me a new memory returned.
Incredible.
Oh yeah, imagination as well. Do you remember something?
Everything okay?
Yes.
I did, but before that,
Please.
seeing you here, won't you tell me some stories of your travels? I've been watching over you, but I do value your perspective. Blah 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 blah. Let's see, interesting. Though I heard nothing that might reveal this place, which means I suppose that the king must have imprisoned me here because. Did you figure something out?
The truth of the matter is,
There is but one place that comes to mind, but if that inkling is right, then I have no choice but to become inexplicable. If I'm correct in my hunch, it would mean that the king deliberately placed me somewhere I know well, somewhere I could easily continue my research.
What?
But why would he want to help your studies? Indeed, that is the question. It would make a mystery of the king's intention. Why would he intentionally imprison me here? I imagine I was put here to prevent my research, but it was quite the opposite. The king sought to place me where I might develop transformative magic yet further. And by continuing my research, my memories would return. In a way, all my trivials may have been by his design. These answers I sought, this place, my identity, in the end, the only path forward was continuing my pursuits.
This research.
This place, the pieces are come together. It seems the time to uncover the truth has finally come. Let's find out together.
Yeah. Surely.
If I have your support, then I can face the truth we ultimately... I can face any truth we ultimately reveal. I shall accept it unflinchingly with open eyes. Am I a grave sinner who must pay for my offences? Or am I a revolutionary who must change the future? Or maybe just some guy.
I'm grateful, truly.
Picked the wrong day to go take the bus instead of, go on a bike. Talk to the wrong person and BAM! Imprisoned. Memories wiped. Made to do research. This newfound resolve of mine is also thanks to you. For the utopia I will make reality, I'll battle my past until the end. I could sense Moore's willingness to accept the truth, whatever that form takes, as well as his heartfelt trust towards me. Scholar or in search of utopia, Moore, within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. The tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awaits within thee. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
May the truth guide us both. Listen here.
Now, it's time for your next task. A true test, this one, the thesis project. As it were, I ask you to research an elite archetype. Elite archetypes are only to be revealed by having a peerless and unbreakable bond, and then said archetype must be cultivated to its limit. It matters not which one you choose to focus on, so long as you do so until it can improve no longer.
This one's important.
Do we... I'm assuming that's not what we've done with the paladin, right? This height has none before been reached. The stronger your power, the greater it will impact me.
If all goes according
Once
to
this
plan.
research is complete, the path to the ultimate archetype may finally be in sight, and with it, our ultimate answer. Everything lies in your hands, Gwyn. Let us break through the barriers of this trial to see our dreams to fruition.
I have faith in you.
I will believe in you to the very end. Oh, I told Moore that I already accomplished the research task he gave me.
Unbelievable. You've truly fulfilled your task?
I guess it was. The paladin was good enough.
Your abilities know no bounds. Why, it beggars belief. Incredible. Utterly incredible. Incredible.
Bam! Just that good.
All right.
That's close.
Wow, he's really gushing this time. Though I'd say you definitely earned it.
Gwen?
It cannot have been an easy journey, full of meetings and partings, trials and joys, all from which you've come to find your own way of life. There must have been many people who have wished, worked, and given themselves for your support. Indeed, you could never have achieved so much alone. I see. If you have come so far with motes of the people's light in your wake, then perhaps I was wrong, and the world is not lost to hope. A strange revelation, but I confess, I do not resent being proven wrong.
I could have told you that.
I could have told you that. There's always hope.
Is that what you believe? Then the power of fantasy has given you strength indeed. Now then, I'd like to present your next task. But, alas, I have none to give. There is nothing more to be done. With this, you have seen our mutual endeavors through to the end. There are two reasons. The first being that my knowledge of archetypes ends here. I have nothing more to teach. You have outpaced me on the path to the ultimate archetype. I believe I have helped you all I can. As for the other reason...
What's wrong? Oh, by the way, did you get that lost memories thing figured out?
Yeah, but he can't tell us yet.
Unfortunately, the rest of my memories have not come to me. However, I did arrive at a conclusion of sorts. Why was I confined here? And where in the world is this place? My apologies, but for now, I'll refrain from explaining my conclusion so simply. It could cast a shadow over the archetype's growth. No, more so your own.
I also just noticed the symbol for the Berserker. I was like, who do we know that uses an axe?
What's that supposed to mean?
That you and I met was no coincidence. Everything has been connected from the beginning. If the hypothesis I've reached is correct, my memory will soon return in full, and I will gladly tell you all. Yes. Though there is one memory I know for certain, beyond speculation. The reason why I wrote the fantasy novel. I mentioned once that in my youth, I went on a journey. I met many people in my travels, and it is for their sakes that I wrote my tale, as an ideal I hoped to make true.
In your youth? You don't look that old to me. You're talking like this is all way in the past.
Ah, indeed. I suppose I am.
I'm actually 3,000 years old.
I shared my stories with the people I cared for dearly, that we might dream of the same future, and thus strive toward it. I've no idea what became of them, or how they now live, but I'm glad to have remembered them. Their echoes have given me a new goal, crystal clear. Someday I will leave this place behind and reunite with my companions. I'd like to give you some tangible token of my appreciation as well. If we only ever meet in this mind space, I can't give you so much as a single letter.
I hope you can see your loved ones again.
I will see that I do. That is my new dream, after all. Thank you. When we met, I styled myself as your guide. But in truth, I think you guided me just as much.
Cat.
It seems he'd like to show his appreciation too. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad we met.
I could feel Moore's deep gratitude and boundless trust.
The scholar in search of utopia, Moore, keeper and heriter of the Seeker's virtues. By the grace of his newfound powers, Work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Yeah.
Dreams will forever elude our grasp.
Oh, right, yeah. That's pretty nice. Just everyone gets stronger.
I truly look forward to the day where you master the power of all archetypes and become a hero king, a great unifier of heroic spirits.
I shall do my best. I need a lot more mag.
We will meet again. Do make yourself at home.
We will meet again. Yeah, here's the other things.
Deepest gratitude.
Oh. Ooh. Ninja's mask. I like for the ultimate mask you need the other two. I don't know. So something about that is just like very pleasing. To me, Swordmaster, Knight Mage, Paladin. Yeah, okay, so we still need more of these. Cool.
What now?
That does look cool. Must admit, that does look pretty cool. Hang on. How does it look like in like other people's? Ooh. I think ooh, actually. I think Strolls might be my favorite variation. Anyways, Heavy Wind. It covers MP for each hit. Excuse me? I bet you it costs a lot. Increase hit rate for all allies. Okay. Heat Riser. Ignores resistance. Now that is something. Absorbs 8 MP. We really should put more points into these. I mean, it helps now that we've finished it. We get 4 skill slots. So they're even more. It's even more potent. We shall see.
Oh, you'll come again.
But we got 2 we can't do more of. You we can't do yet. Right? You're done. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I thought it was 14. It's 14 and we've done 4, so 10 left. 2 we can't do, so that's 8 left. 1 we've not found yet. His May we can't do yet. So that's 7 left. 1 is thingy, so that's 6 left. Okay. I'm feeling a bit better. One thing I like is the fact that it doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about what's it called? We don't have to worry about spending time with them and not manking them up. That alone is huge. Yo. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. Just leave me alone. I can't do that. What were the other options? With my overflowing tolerance, I convey my willingness to take on the sorrows and regrets agonizing Alonso. Well, if anyone's gonna pester me, I'm glad it's you. Could you spare me a bit of time?
Thank you, truly.
I did more digging on the landowner who burned down my village, and when I thought I hit my bottom, I found more behind him that I hadn't unearthed before. In the end, he's nothing more than a pawn for someone else. I thought I had the upper hand, shadowing him and those he associated with. But they'd been looking into me as well. They untangled the web of lies that is Cullis and struck first. What a fool I've been. My mother, my village, they're all gone. I've lost everything. I'm sorry. It's terrible, I'm so sorry. As if I have any right to be sad. I don't care if that's the correct answer or not, but that's how I feel. I do apologize. It sucks. I just wanted to save my hometown. His taxes were extortion, and he siphoned the village trade profits away for himself. My once peaceful village was trampled by poverty and the ills that accompanied it. He caused only torment for them, so I struck back. I thought I could fix things for them, that my mother would be happy. But I got too caught up with my heroics underestimated him. He couldn't have burned down the village on his own.
Damn it all.
Even if the village was rid of the landowner, someone else is backing him, and even more powerful enemy who'd be left unscathed. I endangered everyone's lives because I didn't realize that. And it was my own mother who paid the price. Die, they said. In all my working hours, in all my dreams, I heard the villagers demanding death. Waking hours. I only began this endeavor to free them. I gave them their joy, to give them their joy back. So if my death is what will give them that now, I have to. Your mother wouldn't want this.
No.
Was it your mother's wish for you to die? Mother. Wanted me to live. But what's the point of living when all I have are my sins? Why do you not blame me? Make amends by living. Because living is the only way to atone for these sins. Live to atone, not by dying. I wonder if there's anything I can still do. I don't think there is. But just because you believe in me, I think I can go on living just a little longer. Nod. I can sense tremendous trust Alonso has placed in me by sharing his darkest thoughts.
This is what you and Mother wanted, right?
Yeah. I've not the slightest clue what to do next. I'm not a good person. Not like how my mother was. And I don't have the same special powers like you. Like you do. You were right. It would have been rather hasty of me to end my life here and now. Thank you, Gwyn. I finally realized that as long as I have you, the world is mine to fool. Do this again. I'll set the stage. I have some fun tricks in store for you. I don't know what Alonso's scheming in the time, but at least it seems he's regained the will to live.
Good night.
Waved nonchalantly as we parted, and I returned to the inn.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Yufa! Because we can't do anyone else. But, let's face it, we'd want to. I know I keep going. I'm just so paranoid.
Alright then.
How many days do we have? 2.
Alright then.
Oh, bear with me just a moment.